Welcome back once again to How to Cook Great Food. On the menu today, one of my kids' favourites. We're going to do some really simple chicken popcorn, just breast chicken chopped up nice and small, spices, flour, breadcrumbs, delicious, fried. Like I say, my kids love them. Let's go and do it. Okay, before I jump in on this one, just to let you know, all of the amounts of everything are in the text below. Let's start off with our spices, which we're going to add to our mixture here. So we've got, and there's a small amounts of each: salt and pepper, smoked paprika, celery salt, chili, nutmeg and cumin. Little bit of milk. Try and use a full fat milk. In the States you could even use buttermilk. Couple of eggs there that I've beaten. Now our chicken breast, no skin, no bone, cut into really small little pieces, little popcorn size. Corn flour or corn starch. By the way, corn starch and corn flour are the same thing, just different name. And breadcrumbs. Really easy this. We're also going to need obviously some oil. So let's start by getting our flour and breadcrumbs together. So my corn starch or flour is in there. In goes the breadcrumbs. They're roughly equal amounts. And then our spices. And you can really play around with the spices if you want. I just like this little mix. So a little mix in there. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to drop that little bit of milk into those eggs. And start the process of dipping and coating. So here's our eggs I've just beaten. In goes that little bit of milk. Like I say, the amounts are going to be in the text below. You can season this if you want with some salt and pepper. Let's move on. Okay, so what we've got here is our egg with the touch of milk. And there's our chicken. It's tiny, so I'm not going to individually coat each one. It'll just take forever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that chicken in there. And you can see I've got my sexy glove on. You can use a spoon if you want, but for me it's better like that. Just give it a mix and then we can move on. Okay, here's our seasoned flour. So what I'm going to do, like I say, I'm not going to individually do this. I'm just going to grab our chicken out of our egg wash. And then I'm going to shake it up to get the flour all over them. Like I say, if you want to do it individually, go ahead. But I really don't have time to do that. And this method works really quite well. So just grabbing the last pieces here. And by the way, you're going to need to get a pan on with some oil right now. Heat up some oil, because of course we're going to fry this off. Okay, so I've got my gloves off now. What I want to do now is just get in there. Give it a good mix for like 2 minutes. And then we're ready to go to the cooker. So I've got a pan here. I've got about sort of 3 inches of oil. I'm using a sunflower oil. You could be using a different oil if you want, and we're heating that up. Now check that out. There's our lovely little nuggety popcorns. Let's check out the temperature of the oil. That's where you want it. Beautiful. I'm going to drop some of these in. Probably going to do these in 2 batches. Probably got too much here. If you crowd the pan, they just will stick together. Now we're going to cook these for like 4 minutes. They're going to cook really quickly because they're tiny little pieces. Once they come out, we're going to get them onto some kitchen towel or kitchen paper, get any excess oil from them, and that's it. And there you go, 4 or 5 minutes, depending on how big or small you've done them. Like I say, they'll cook really quickly. Look at those, absolutely beautiful. So out they come and go onto some kitchen towel or kitchen paper or something like that to get rid of the excess oil. What I'm going to do is the next batch, and then I'll see you at the table. Okay, and there you go, absolutely wonderful. My kids love these. Just serving this with some mayo, barbecue sauce, ketchup, and as you can see, a bit of tomato there to make them look expensive and lush. Super easy. Hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up, say hello, we like to hear from you. Lots of love.